this team and all of the needs defensively. And if you're going to believe in Todd Bowles and you're going to believe in this defense, you brought him back, even though there were quite a few head coaching candidates out there. You got to find a way to back the guy that you just invested in Todd Bowles. So you got to go defense. If your top three at either edge rusher and or linebacker are gone, you trade back.
See, now that's legitimate. I understand that. Especially with, I think they have more needs this year than they have in the last couple of years. Well, they were 1-7. They did have that last win, so it was 2-7 at the end of the year. That's a bad football team. Bottom line. Sorry, it hurts. That's a bad football team. But you know what? I loved the pick last year of Emeka Egbuka. I did. But no, there's a lot of inside linebackers. He was talking about that today. Bowles has said that. There's a lot of inside linebackers, and there are some edges. Are you telling me at number 15 that all the inside linebackers that are really good and all the edge rushers are gone this year? No. You got Yaya Diaby. Okay, you got Muhammad. Big question mark coming from, he didn't even start. He did have 11 sacks. Anzalone, he's like 31 years old. I like him, but it's not knocking my socks off. Levante David is gone. No, for me, at 15, I'll definitely take an edge, and I'll take an inside linebacker. I want to go defense. Give me defense in that first round. Now, also, it was brought up today about the tight ends. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, with these visits, they've brought in an awful lot of tight ends. And I forget who it was, one of the NFL respected draft guys believes that Kenyon Sadiq would be a perfect fit for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at number 15 in that first round. I don't know where you're at, Chris Mathis, on that. And didn't Jason Licht address that today about the tight end, young Mathis?
He sure did. Yeah, we have the audio right here, and yeah, it's been plenty of mocks that have the Bucs taking Kenyon Sadiq. Again, it was Mel Kiper, back-to-back drafts that he threw out there, back-to-back mock drafts. He put Sadiq to the Bucs. Here's Jason Licht earlier today.
This year's draft has a lot of tight ends, so we just wanted to do our due diligence and get to know them and as much as we can, just like we do, most positions. So, it'd be great to add a tight end to the roster that brings an element that maybe some of the others don't. But we're happy with our group right now, but we're just doing our due diligence.
So again, they're not going to tell you anything. I will say this, though. His staff has been together a long time, and they are a tight-knit bunch. Now, there's no more Spytech. Spytech is in Vegas with the Raiders and Tom Brady. And that's another thing. I've been meaning to bring this up. This is something that really bothers me. How can Troy Aikman, lead color analyst on Monday Night Football ESPN, he travels to all these games. He gets to sit down with the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, head coach, quarterbacks at the facility. Game time, game day, they get there early, down on the field, talking to everybody. And then he's working for the Miami Dolphins. Troy Aikman's going to be in the war room for the Miami Dolphins. How is that allowed? How is Tom Brady allowed to be the lead analyst for Fox that goes to all these big games, big matchups, good teams, down on the field, talking to coaches, players, getting all this info, being chummy, and then he's also part owner of the Raiders, and he's in the Raiders facility with Spytech running the show. How is that allowed? That was never allowed before. How is that allowed? When Fernando Mendoza went to the Raiders facility, they did it around Brady's schedule so that Brady could fly in, and he was there with Fernando Mendoza. Look, good Fernando Mendoza. He's going to get coached by Tom Brady. But how is this allowed? And you know what? I don't blame Troy Aikman. He said, you know what? I've offered my services to Jerry Jones and the Cowboys, and they've never taken up the offer. So you know what? The Miami Dolphins said, we'll hire you. Come here. And he goes, you know what? I'll help the Miami Dolphins try to make them a winner. So he's working for the Dolphins. Brady's working for the Raiders. And they're trying to broadcast and be legit. I do not like it. And why is that allowed? I mean, am I wrong on that, Chris? Or what do you? It bothers me.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a conflict of interest. I don't think that it should be allowed in the workplace. I also see the benefit for both teams, right? I see the benefit for Brady individually as well as Aikman as well. But in terms of between the lines, what is right from wrong in the business, and I know Deanna Rossini probably didn't catch that drift there, but it is wrong. It's wrong. You can't do it. But they're allowing it to happen, which therefore Aikman is letting that is interested. He's going to do so. I feel like you're only going to see more guys do this, Rock, until something changes.
Yeah, no, there's no rule that says you can't do it.
Maybe Jeff Garcia gets involved with the Bucs. Maybe when Jameis's career's done, maybe he starts doing something like this. He's already going to be a reporter for Fox. Maybe this could all intertwine with each other. This might be the new thing.
Listen, Jameis is a character. Jameis is entertaining. I don't know if I'm going on what Jameis Winston, his recommendations in the war room, or teaching my quarterback.
What do you say, man? Former Heisman Trophy winner, first overall pick.
Jameis is not the GOAT. Jameis is not Troy Aikman.
5,000 yards passing.
Oh, my God.
30-plus touchdowns.
Check your sheet. All right, Tampa Bay 28. Kevin Lewis is next. We will talk a little Bucs. We will talk a little bit of Rays. And we will talk NFL Draft a week from Thursday, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm Rock Riley in for T-Kraz. T-Kraz is out today on the Flamethrower, 95.7 FM, AM 620. WDA Aikman, get out of here.